Good morning, Mission Support Group. I'm coming to you this week on Martin Luther King Jr Day. I'm off work, as many of our group's office workers are. I'm also aware that many of our defenders, firefighters, and other essential personnel are on duty keeping us safe. So my hope is that you'll all get a bit of rest as well. I wanted to say a word about extremism this week in light of Dr. King's legacy. As we all read in the memo from the Joint Chiefs, there isn't much room in our military for extremism. We are passionate about defending the Constitution and the American people, but as the Joint Chiefs reminded us, we must be guided by our traditions, values, and oaths. In his letter from the Birmingham jail, Dr. King pondered the idea of extremism. He had been called an extremist in the media, and it had always been a word he rejected. But in that cell, he said he was willing to be an extremist if it meant being an extremist for love. He wrote these words from that jail cell. When I speak of love, I am not speaking of some sentimental or weak response. He said he was speaking of a love that is the supreme unifying principle of life. He asked, wasn't Abraham Lincoln an extremist for love when he said our nation cannot survive when we are divided? Or when Thomas Jefferson said, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Let us keep Dr. King's words in our heart this week, that love for this nation's high calling of equality and justice will guide us through the toughest times. And in the end, we will be stronger for this struggle. Today, we remember Dr. King's legacy, but it is in living it out through our tomorrows that our country will remain strong, safe, and free. Happy Martin Luther King Jr Day, MSG.